Pleiadian extraterrestrial human race. These are from the constellation Pleiades. These are technically fallen angels. Um, I'm going to read this. An unprecedented conveyance of harsh information about the SARS-CoV-2 pandemic. It's from them. It's a very interesting topic here. This is regarding the March 11, 2020 announcement by WHO, but this article has been published months prior regarding what was going to happen. And you can obviously see that what's very interesting here is that China and US, they were in it all together. And WHO didn't even proclaim this risk. Obviously, that's because they are part in this agenda where ultimately it's creating this one world health authority under the one world government, and this is basically the Luciferian agenda. I have this article, a screenshot from 2018, and it details so much about putting in this one world agenda, one world religion, one world army, one health authority, one media, and everything is just morphing. This is really like the plan of enslavement of Earth. It's controlled by the Luciferians who are technically, as the Bible speaks in 1 John 5:19, as the um, rebel angels that are trying to subjugate people. And these things are just all biblical regarding what is about to happen. It's going to be a war between angels under Michael and angels under Satan. So you can see the date, February 25, 2020, and that's like weeks away from the announcement from WHO that it is a pandemic. So there you go, Pleiadian. These are from constellation Pleiades. You can look this up in the Bible and the book of Job. So that's the document right there. So this is the Pleiadian that's also mentioned in the Bible. There's an article from way back, I think 1960s or 50s. Billy Meyer, he was the one who was in contact with extraterrestrials.
The Pleiadian star nations are very spiritually advanced cultures.
This is also known as the Seven Sisters, and you look it up in the skies.
These beings closely resemble Earth humans, although a lot taller, with attractive physiques. Pleiadians can be attributed to three known groupings: Nordic in appearance with fair skin, fair hair, and green or blue eyes; Mediterranean in appearance with tan skin and darker hair and eye combinations; and Native American in appearance with reddish to light brown tanned skin. There are a number of stars and planets within the Pleiadian system, although most civilizations can be found within the Taygeta and Alcyon star systems. Pleiadian ancestry can be traced back to a homeworld in the constellation of Lyra. Pleiadians also share a connection to the creation of mankind, which is why they too are primary mentors, guiding us and assisting us through this transition. There are many structures in the ancient world that have been aligned with the Pleiades star cluster, most notably the mysterious city of Teotihuacan in central Mexico. According to Billy Meyer, who is apparently the Pleiadians' contact on Earth, the Pleiades star system is made up of 10 planets which rotate around their sun, Tayget. Era
So, what's the connection between what's named as the Wormwood prophecy? The Wormwood asteroid appears in the Bible and towards the book of Revelation, something like chapter 8 or 9. It's mentioned to hit Earth by 2029. Tom Horn was one of the people who, one of the person who had an experience when he had an NDE, and he comes back and warns that this wormwood was going to strike, and when it was going to strike, and he has the details of things which are very much connected with the Bible. So when you open the book of Revelation and you go to a wormwood, what happens after when it hits? It opens up the pit, and all the demons just come out of that pit. And the connection here is 99942 in Strong's Concordance. If you look it up, you type up that number, it actually means the pit. You can search it up. Strong's Concordance is it's Hebrew where numbers have meaning. So when you go and check it out, it says pit. So it's here in chapter 8 in the book of Revelation. I had this Bible, it's like over 100-year-old Bible. And it says about the opening of the seven seals, the angels and their trumpets, and what follows. So here you can actually read that. And the name of the star is called Wormwood. Star in Greek is aster, so this asteroid Wormwood. So when you look at when you read this book of Revelation, the succession before this third angel sounding and having this wormwood crashing down on earth, you can actually see things in the sky which are starting to fall. Then you back off one more, things from the skies that are starting to fall. So what happens thereafter? Remember I told you NASA designated it as 99942. In Hebrew Strong's Concordance, it means the pit. So what happens after this is it opens the portal. That's the pit. It's the bottomless pit. So the demons come pouring out, and it will create havoc on earth. Because we have a timestamp of 2029 for this wormwood event, when you back off the events of the seals and trumpets and connect them all together, we're going to get this picture. Somewhere 2022, that's the horse, the second seal. That was war. That was the start of Russia. It never really, how do you call, like, died down, despite the news that they say that it's going to stop at that time. But it just builds up more trouble, because 2023 we saw the attack of Hamas in Israel. So what happens in the tribulation is the problems with the world gets progressively one atop of each other. If you back off 2022, 2021, that was about the time of the first event, the white horse. So the crown, the corona, and it went forth conquering and to conquer. That's what happened in 2021. 2023 is about the black horse, and the black horse connects with the economic problems. So that's why we saw a lot of banks that were closing in 2023. And the problem with this is something to do with the money losing so much value. So it's expected that by 2024, which is this year, all of the horsemen will ride the white, the red, and the black, and it will create this very, very bad situation because it's going to create famine, death, and diseases. You see, that's the effect of all the riders of the horsemen coming all together. You see, the language of tribulation is akin to birth pains. So progressively it gets harder and harder. So I have recorded here about the time by 2025, which depicts of like a maximum solar event 2025. You see the scorching of the heat because the Earth magnetic field is severely weakened. You can verify this. That's why it mentions of the scroll like it's like stripped. It's like the magnetic field is stripped. You see? I literally had to tear off this page because these are really like we are in this timeline. You can go in YouTube and type the four horsemen of the apocalypse, and it's what's happening now in the world. We are like March 1, so I think we will have some problems regarding with the crash of the US dollar. It should be about this year, and it will just create so much mayhem. There's so much farmer protests too, and protests that are erupting all over the world, especially with what happened with in Israel. Suddenly, you have a lot of people out in the streets disgruntled with the governments. So that's also part of the prophecy